The England goalkeeper said, "When she saw my bottle in there instead, mine's blank but it has the same sponsors and stuff, so I just put mine in there. Chucked hers in with the fans and she had an empty bottle. She was walking back and I was walking the other way and she was so confused. I was trying so hard not to burst out laughing." Discussing the preparation which went into England's penalty shootouts, Hampton explained, "Before the games, we as a goal keeper group have meetings and we analyze every penalty that each individual from the opposing team has had. I think Alexia Putellas had 46 penalties we had to sit there and watch, but all the players, even if they've only taken one penalty back in 2019. You'll watch it and pick out little things they do, whether they go one side or the other or have little subtleties in their run-up or even their arm position, then pressure penalties, where they tend to put them. You see all of that and then you see their run-up and adapt in the moment to it. Why unique Rashford can thrive at Barcelona, Salah leads the way, Gakpo and Robertson miss out. Fans vote on Liverpool's starting 11 v Palace. Glasner complains Palace have been quite passive in transfer window. Hampton's revelations come following her nomination for both the Women's Ballon d'Or and Yashin Trophy for the best goalkeeper. On top of her heroics with England, the 24-year-old played a key part in Chelsea's domestic treble-winning season. She has been nominated for the Ballon d'Or alongside England teammates Leah Williamson, Lucy Bronze, Alessia Russo and Kelly. The winners will be announced on Monday, September 22nd in Paris. Dembele and Salah garnered 28% of your votes after leading their respective clubs to glory in the 2024-25 season. Dembele recorded 35 goals and 16 assists to lead his PSG side towards an historic treble, including the club's maiden Champions League title. But Salah also recorded a frankly ridiculous return of goal contributions. His 34 goals and 23 assists saw Liverpool return the Premier League trophy to their grasp, although that was to be the only silverware the Merseyside club picked up despite their league dominance. The PSG and Liverpool pair were clear front-runners in the estimation of our audience, but who also finished on the proverbial podium? That would be Lamine Yamal. Hoping to become the youngest winner of the men's Ballon d'Or accolade, who took 12% of the vote after helping Barcelona to a domestic treble. Women's Ballon d'Or 2025, your votes for the Women's Ballon d'Or award were somewhat more conclusive, and despite Aitana Bonmati's impressive performances through the 2024-25 campaign, you have elected a new winner to be crowned the women's best come September 22nd, coming in with 29% of the overall vote. You picked England and Arsenal star Chloe Kelly to take home the trophy. It would have likely been unfathomable to Kelly that she would be in the running for the Ballon d'Or after falling out of favour at Manchester City and securing a late January loan move to Arsenal. But the winger flourished as she helped the North London club to their second UEFA Women's Champions League title, before some inspired performances off the bench to clinch European glory with England this summer, all while converting the all-important decisive penalty in the final shootout. In fact, our audience think the entire top three will comprise English players. Lucy Bronze, whose excellent performances at the Euros were highlighted further by the fact she was playing with a fractured tibia, garnered 18% of your vote in second, with Kelly's Arsenal and England team in the Copa Trophy shortlist, of course, comes with the caveat that he would be ineligible to win it should he take the main Ballon d'Or honors, but a staggering 53% of our audience feel he will take home the under-21 trophy again. However, in the event he does become the youngest Ballon d'Or winner in history, then who would be next in line for the Copa Trophy? With 17% of the vote, you elected Arsenal left-back Miles Lewis-Skelly, following his excellent breakout season in Mikel Arteta's side. Desire Douy, who emerged with some crucial goals in PSG's run to lifting the Champions League trophy, finished third in the voting, pushing Lewis-Skelly close with 15%. Women's Copa Trophy 2025. For our audience, there was one clear winner for this year's Women's Copa Trophy. Without Michelle Adjemang, we would likely not be talking about England's impressive Euro defense this summer. The 19-year-old came up with some seismic, clutch moments to keep her side in the tournament, a late equalizer against Sweden in the quarter-finals, before a leveler in the 6th minute of stoppage time against Italy in the semis helped Adjemang to win not only 76% of your vote but the hearts of every onlooker of an English persuasion. It goes without saying that with that proportion of votes, Adjemang is a decisive winner amongst our voters. Real Madrid forward Linda Caicedo and Barcelona playmaker Vi. Men's Yashin Trophy 2025, Gianluigi Donnarumma played a key role in helping PSG lift the Champions League. He seems the odds-on favorite for the trophy. But what did our audience think? With 44% of the vote, Donnarumma is your Men's Yashin Trophy winner after some of his stunning performances throughout the 2024-25 campaign. It is a difficult verdict to dispute, however. Your vote predicts Liverpool keeper Alisson will push him close. Played a crucial role in the Merseyside club's Premier League title triumph, and was a regular member of the top-flight's second-tightest defence. He accumulated a vote of 30% from our audience, with Arsenal shotstopper David Raya in third, taking 10% of the vote. Women's Yashin Trophy 2025, after Hannah Hampton's remarkable Euro 2025 exploits, it is easy to forget she also played a role in Chelsea's dominant domestic season, winning a trophy treble. Our voters predict an emphatic win for Hampton in the race for the Women's Yashin Trophy. With 74% of the overall vote, Hampton, who emerged as England's clear number one choice following the international retirement of Mary Earps in May, played a crucial role in her side's run to defending their European title, keeping her nerve in 2 penalty shootouts during the knockout rounds, and her performances have clearly resonated with our audience. And Katrin Berger, whose stop against France will rightly be lauded for years to come, took 10% of your vote, while Spain keeper Catacol came third with 6%. Men's Cruyff Trophy, Luis Enrique won the Champions League, Arne Slot the Premier League, Hansi Flick La Liga, Antonio Conte Serie A, and Enzo Maresca both the UEFA Conference League and Club World Cup. This is a tough one, but the audience has had their say, and despite a margin of just 4%, you have backed PSG boss Enrique to take home the Men's Cruyff Trophy. It is hard to argue against the head coach who guided his club to a maiden European trophy winning this award, but our audience predict the voting to be close. Liverpool boss Slot was also heavily backed, taking 36% of the vote after clinching the Premier League title in his debut season on Merseyside. Might the fact Liverpool fell just short of claiming another trophy count against the Dutchman? Chelsea head coach Maresca came third in the voting with 12%. 2 trophies for another manager in his debut season is certainly not bad going. Women's Cruyff did not find this such a difficult conundrum. Taking 70% of the vote, England boss Wiegman has been backed to win the award next month by a significant margin. Bompastor took the second highest proportion of votes with 13%, and Sleggers, who joined Arsenal in the middle of the season following the departure of Jonas Eidevall, racked up 10%. Men's Club of the Year, PSG are the front runners here, or are they? Barcelona and Liverpool had their domestic feats, while Chelsea had the Club World Cup and Botafogo the Copa Libertadores. This was a close one, but PSG have taken it, according to our voters, with a record-high 9 number of players shortlisted for the men's Ballon d'Or award this year. Our audience feel PSG have been particularly impressive, with the Parisians taking 42% of the vote. Liverpool, meanwhile, were also popular among our voters with 30% of the share. The battle between Chelsea and Barcelona for third spot was tight, but it was the Club World Cup champions who took it by just 2%. Women's Club of the Year, are Champions League winners Arsenal the choice here? Or is it the domestic dominance of Barcelona, Chelsea, and Lyon? What about Orlando Pride taking the crown in the US? This was a conclusive vote, and it swung in the direction of the North Londoners. Arsenal claimed 55% of your votes after their stellar season, with WSL champions Chelsea in second with 26%. Barcelona follow up in third with 16% of the overall vote. Your winners in full: men's Ballon d'Or Mohamed Salah / Ousmane Dembele, women's Ballon d'Or Chloe Kelly, men's Copa Trophy Lamine Yamal, women's Copa Trophy Michelle Adjamung, men's Yashin Trophy Gianluigi Donnarumma, women's Yashin Trophy Hannah Hampton, men's Cruyff Trophy Luis Enrique, women's Cruyff Trophy Serena Wiegman, men's Club of the Year PSG, women's Club of the Year Arsenal.